Good morning, everyone. Good evening, everyone. Sorry, good evening, everyone. Can you hear me?
Good evening, ma'am.
Yes, good evening.
Good evening, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Good evening,
Good
ma'am.
evening, ma'am.
Good evening. Okay, fine. So, good morning, everyone. Let us start with the topic. Okay. So, I'll be starting with certain basic details related to numbers and then we will proceed further. So, if any doubt, you people can stop me and you can ask me. There's no problem in that. Okay. So, let me check who all are here. Kanksha, Atanu, Sumitra. Okay, no problem. So the first one, suppose there is a number like 689745132. Then this place is known as units place. This is tens place. Okay, ones or hundreds, thousand place. This is 5,000. This is 40,000. This is lakhs place, 7 lakhs place, 10 lakhs place, crores, 10 crores. Now, if I'll ask you, please read the entire number, then it will be 68 crores, 97 lakhs, 45,132. This is the entire number. Now, based upon this, we will try to know what is a natural number, what is a whole number. Suppose a number is starting from 0. Okay. Suppose the series starts from 0, then it is a whole number. If the series starts from 1, then it is a case of natural number. Understood till this much? Which is a whole number and which is a natural number? If the series starts with 0, whole number. If the series starts with 1, it is a natural number. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Participate. Yes. Any doubt?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Fine. Next is an important information related to it. 0 is the only whole number which is not a natural number. Obviously, if apart from 0, everything else is a whole number, everything else is a natural number. So obviously 0 is the only number which is not a natural number. Every natural number is by default a whole number. Try to understand the relationship. Question might come like this. We do not know how the question is going to come. They might ask true or false. Every natural number is a whole number, whether it is true or false. They might ask you. Okay. Integers. Everything starting from minus, 0, plus, whatever is included, all are coming under your integers. Positive integers. If 1, 2, 3, 4 is positive integers. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3 are negative integers. And 0 is neither positive nor negative. What is an even number? If a number can be divisible by 2, then that is known as an even number. If a number is not divisible by 2, then it is known as an odd number. What are prime numbers? If exactly there are two factors. Suppose let us take 29. Now you all know how to calculate prime number, right? How to find out factors. Normally when we try to find out factors, we try to divide it by 2. 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 9 or 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 4, 5, 6. We try to divide it by the numbers. This number is not divisible by anyone. So only there are two factors, 1 and the number itself. If this is a case where there are exactly two factors, and what are the two factors? Number and the 1 itself, then it is a case of prime number. So I have given you the prime numbers between 1 and 100. Understood till this much? Any doubt? Any
No,
doubt?
ma'am.
Okay.
No, ma'am.
Good. So, who is user? Can you please let me know your name? User. Who is user? Okay. Fine. So let us proceed further. composite numbers. Now, obviously, the numbers which are not prime, they are composite numbers. Means more than 2 factors are there, which are greater than 1 and which are not prime. They are known as composite numbers, like 4, 6, because 1, 2, 3 are, they are coming under your separate category. Your composite number starts from 4. 5 is a prime number, 6 is a composite number, 7 is a prime number, 8 is a composite number, like this. Now, 1 is neither prime nor composite. Why prime? Why not prime? Because only 1 is there. There is no another factor. So that is why it is not prime, not composite also. 2 is the only even number which is prime. Okay, there is no other even number which is prime, only 2. So there are 25 prime numbers between 1 and 100. If you count this, it will be 25. Okay, how many prime numbers are there between 1 and 100? That will be 25. Now, what is co-prime? 2 numbers are said to be co-prime if their HCF is 1. Common factor is 1, 2 and 3. What is common? 1 into 2, 1 into 3. So what is common? Only 1 is common. 4 and 5. What is common? 1 into 4, 1 into 5. So what is common? Only 1. So if the highest common factor is 1, only in that case it is known as co-prime. Clear about co-prime? Clear or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Perfect number. A number, suppose I'll take the, let's say 28. What are the factors of 28? Just say me, what are the factors of 28? I'm not getting a free space. Okay, let me make it a white screen. Let us try to know how to find out factors. Okay, so 20. Okay. Suppose 28. How to find out the factors? How will you find? We'll start from 2. It is 14. Can the number be divided by 3? No. Further you can divide 2, 7, then 7. Obviously it is 1. Right. So what are the factors? 1, 7, 2 and 2. Clear about factors? How we are trying to find out factors? Suppose 6. How will you find out? Or like this, you can write like this, 6. How you will find out? 2, 3. Again, 3, 1. So what are the factors of 6? 1, 3 and 6. Understood or not? Suppose 15. You cannot divide it by 2. You will divide it by 3. 5, 5, 1. So what are the factors? 1, 5 and 3. Getting it or not? Please let me know if you are facing any issue in finding out factors. Anyone? No one? Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So likewise, we will find out the factors. So 6. What are the factors of 6? 1, 2, 3 and 6 are the factors. 1 into 6 is 6. 2 into 3 is 6. So if you add it up, 1 plus 2, 3. 3 plus 3 is 6. Okay. So what is the final value? The answer is 6. That is a case of perfect number. A number, the sum of whose factors except the number itself. You won't touch the number. You won't pick up the number. Okay. The number for which you are finding out, you won't touch it. Apart from that, the left factors, if you add it up, if the value is equal to the number, then it is a case of perfect number. Like 28. What are the factors? 1, 2, 4, 7, 14, 28. So what are the sum of the factors? If you add this much, the value will be 28. That means it is a case of perfect number. Clear? Any doubt, anyone?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Like doubt is there? No means what? You people are having doubt or not?
No, ma'am.
Still confused? Are you confused?
No, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So important facts, all natural numbers are whole numbers because the list starts from 1. So obviously it is a whole number. But all whole numbers are not natural numbers because there is 0. 0 is a whole number which is not a natural number. The smallest prime number is 2. The smallest odd prime number is 3. The only even prime number is 2. 1 is a special number or a unique number, neither prime nor composite. Least composite number or smallest composite number is 4. Least odd composite number is 9. Okay, remember the facts. There can be a fill in the blanks, there can be a true or false, there can be anything. Clear? Please respond or else I won't be able to understand.
Yes,
Few
ma'am.
people there. Okay. Now, certain important things which you need to remember. Suppose there is an even number 2 plus 2. The answer will always be even. Suppose there is an odd number 3 plus 5 odd number. The total will come to be a even number always. Even number minus even number will always be a even number. Odd number minus odd number will always be a even. See, 5 minus 3 will be 2. Even minus odd. Suppose even will be 4 minus 3 will always be odd. Odd minus even. Suppose 3 minus 2 will always be odd. Even into even. 2 into 2 will always be 4. 3 into 5 will always be 15, like odd number. Even into odd. Suppose I'll take a even odd number, even number 2 and a odd number 5. The answer will be even into odd. 2 into 5 will be 10. This is even number. Okay? This is wrong. Even number. Clear? Clear till this much?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, basic things about what is a number, like prime number, what is composite number, integers, natural number, whole number, everything we are. I suppose that you people are now clear. Yes or no? Any doubt? Please ask me before I proceed further to the divisibility rule. Anyone? Okay. What is a rational number? What is a rational number? Can anyone say what is a rational number?
The
Any
number,
idea?
the number which is in the form of p by q and q is not equal to 0.
Yes, exactly. The number which is in the form of p by q, and where p and q are both integers and q is not equal to 0. It is a case of rational number. Can anyone give me an example of a rational number?
1 by 2, ma'am.
Okay, let me give you an example. Okay. Yes, 1 by 2. Normal 7. Only 7.
Yes, ma'am.
Why it's a rational number?
Ma'am, 7 by 1.
7 by 1. We assume that it is a rational number. Correct. Now, irrational number. What is an irrational number? What will be the definition of irrational number? No one? Irrational number are the numbers that cannot be represented in the form of a single fraction. Cannot be represented. It cannot be expressed in the form of a ratio like P by Q. Cannot be. Okay, so it is totally the opposite of rational number. Suppose square root of 5. It's very difficult to make it to present it in this format. It is a case of irrational number. Root overs are example of irrational number. Clear?
Yes,
Clear or
ma'am.
not? Okay. So how will you know whether a number is irrational or not? Simple, we have to find out whether we can present the number in P by Q format and Q should not be equal to 0. If it is not done, then it can be considered as a irrational number. Pi, okay, this or pi. Is it a irrational number or rational number? Pi.
Irrational,
Yes.
ma'am.
Why it is an irrational number?
Because
Someone will say, ma'am, pi value is 22 by 7, I think so. Yes. But if you find out the decimal, this is the approximate value of pi. But if you will find out the decimal figure of pi, then it will be 3.1415926, etc. It is non-terminating. The list will not end. So that is why pi is an irrational number, because it is non-terminating. The decimal figures continues. There is no end to it. That is why pi is also a number, irrational number. Clear? Clear now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So let me check your Sloopy 1 second. So your first whole number understood, integers understood, rational, irrational understood, fractions. Suppose this is a form of fraction. Now suppose I'll write 4 1 by 2. Which type of fraction is this? 4 1 by 2. Which type of fraction is this?
A mixed fraction.
Okay, and what will be the value of it?
9 by 2.
It will be improper fraction.
It will be?
Improper fraction.
No. Okay, I'll say what is the improper fraction. But before that, I need to know what is the value of this.
9 by 2.
9 by 2.
9 by 2.
9 by 2. Why 9? 4 into 2 plus 1. Okay, that is the meaning of your mixed fraction. This is not an improper fraction. Now there is a term called proper fraction and there is a term called improper fraction. Now improper, okay, let me write. Now all of you choose 11 by 4 and 4 by 11. Which is a proper fraction and which is an improper fraction?
And 4 by 11 is a proper fraction and 11 by 4 is improper.
Yes. When numerator is less, denominator is more, it is a case of proper. But when denominator is more, numerator is less, I mean the value, okay, suppose this is 11, this is 4. Numerator value is more, denominator value is less. In that case, it is a case of improper fraction. Improper fraction will lead to your mixed fraction. Clear or not? Understood the confusion between proper, improper and mixed fraction?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Good. So suppose someone will ask you questions. Let me clear this. 22 by 7. Please 22 by 8. Please convert it into a mixed fraction. Please try to convert it into a mixed fraction. 22 by 8. Try to convert it into a mixed fraction. How and what will be the value?
2, 6 by 8.
2, 6 by 8.
2, 6 by 8. Normally, how we do? We try to multiply 8 into 1, 8, 8 into 2, 16, 8 into 3, 24. Obviously, this value is less than 24. So, let us go for divisible. Okay. 8, 2, 16, and remainder is 6. Okay. So, we try to design it in such a format. Remainder will be at the top and 2, 6 by 8 will be the mixed fraction format, improper to mixed fraction. Clear? Clear all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Let us move to divisibility rule. I think divisibility rule sir has taught, but still I'll touch. Divisibility by 2. If the units digit, I have already shown units digit means last digit. If the last digit of a number is having any even number like 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, then we'll assume that that number can be divisible by 2. Apart from 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, if there is any other number in the units place, then that is not divisible by 2. Understood the divisibility rule? Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Next,
Yes, ma'am.
divisibility by 3. We have to total the number, add the number. Suppose 592482. My God, such a big number. How would you know in which number it will be divisible? Just add the digits. 5 plus 9 plus 2 plus 4 plus 8 plus 2. The total will come to 30. 30 is by default divided by 3. So that means we'll assume that this number can be divisible by 3. But 86432 would not be divisible by 3 because if we add it up, the total is 32. 32 is not divisible by 3. Understood the divisibility rule by 3?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay. Next, by 4. How would you understand if the number is divisible by 4 or not? If the last two digits are divisible by 4. The number is the number. Here the entire number is there, 48. We know 48 can be divided by 4. 12. So this entire number can be divided by 4. But 82 cannot be divided by 4. So this number cannot be divided by 4. If the last two digits can be divided by 4, then we can divide the entire number by 4. Similarly, if the last three digits can be divided by 8, then we'll assume that the entire number can be divided by 8. For divisibility by 5, the last number must have a 0 or 5. If these two numbers are not there in the units place, then just say that this number cannot be divided by 5. Understood? Clear about divisibility by 5 rule?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you know what is divisibility by 2, you know what is divisibility by 3 rule. So divisibility by 6 is if the number can be divisible by both 2 and 3, then we'll assume that the entire number can be divisible by 6. Okay, next. Divisibility by 8, just now I said if the last three digits can be divided by 8, then we'll assume that the entire number can be divisible by 8. Divisible by 9, just add total up. Similarly, like 3. In 3, what we are doing? We are trying to add all the digits. Similarly, for 9 also, we'll add up all the digits. Suppose 6 plus 0 plus 7, 13 plus 3, your 16 plus 2, 18. 18 is divisible by 9. So we'll assume that this number is divisible by 9. But this one, 6 plus 8, 14 plus 9, 5 plus 6, that is equal to 34. 34 is not divisible by 9. So this number is not divisible by 9. Divisibility by 10, if the number ends with 0, if the units place is a 0. Here if it is 5, then we cannot say the number can be divided by 10. No. For 10, the last number has to be 0. Okay. Clear up to 10? Clear or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
12 is easy. If the entire number can be divisible by both 4 and 3. 4, last 2 digits you will check. For 3, you have to add the total. If the number is divisible by both 4 and 3, then you will say the entire number can be divisible by 12. 11. Suppose this is a number 4832718. Now find out which are the odd places. Odd, even, odd, even, odd, even, odd. Now add the odd places numbers. 8 plus 7 plus 3 plus 4. And add the even places. 1, 2, 8. So if you add, this will be 15, 18. 18 plus 4, 22. And this will be 11. Now find out the difference. Minus, that is equal to 11. So 11 can be divided by 11. So we'll say that the entire number can be divisible by 11. Clear? Clear about
Yes,
11 or
ma'am.
not?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Let us move to the next one. These are very easy, right? 14. If a number can be divided both by 2 and 7, then we'll say a number is divisible by 14. If the number can be divided by both 3 and 5, we'll assume that it is divisible by 15. If 16, last 4 digits. For 4, last 2 digits. For 8, last 3 digits. For 16, last 4 digits. Okay? Clear? Divisibility by 24. If it is divisible by both 3 and 8. 8, you have to check the last 3 numbers. For 3, you have to total everything. 40, if the number is divisible by 5 and 8, then you will say the entire number is divisible by 40. Divisibility by 80, if the entire number is divisible by 5 and 16, then you will consider that the number is divisible by 80. Clear or not? The divisibility rule. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. So any doubt till this much? Anyone? Okay. Fine, we'll just move to the next one. Square root. All of you know this is the format of square root. N. Suppose I'll ask you find out the square root, then you will say square root of 9 is equal to 3. Right? Now, 4 ways to calculate square root. 4 ways are there. We just knew one way, but 4 ways are there. Let us try to understand. First way, repeated subtraction method of square root. Now, suppose there is a number 16. They are saying subtract the number by immediate odd number, consecutive odd number. Now, what are the consecutive odd numbers? 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. These are the consecutive odd numbers. So they are saying whenever you will get a number, try to subtract it with the consecutive odd number. 16 minus 1, that is equal to 15. Then what will come? 15 minus 3, that is equal to 12. 12 minus 5, that is equal to 7. 7 minus 7 is equal to 0. So how many times we have subtracted? 4 times. So the answer will be 4. It's a very simple method, but it is only applicable for perfect square numbers. Which are the perfect square numbers? 9, 16. These are all perfect square numbers. Okay. Only applicable to those, nothing else. Clear or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Another method is prime factorization method. Now, what is a prime factorization method? I said how to find out factors. Try to find out the factors of 144 and say me. 144 factors. Please say me. What will be the factors of 144? Found or not? Try to divide it by 2. The value will be 72. Again, units place 2 is there, so we can divide the number by 2. When you divide the number by 2, what will be the answer? 36. Again, there is a even place at the last. Further, you can divide it by 2. Right? If you divide, what will be the answer? 18. Again, there's a even number. Again, you can divide 2. You're getting 9. Then 3 and 3. So what are the factors? 3, 3, 2, 2, 2, 2. Right. Select one from each. 3, 2, and 2. And multiply. 2 into 2, 4. 4 into 3 is 12. So the square root of 144 is 12. Clear or not?
Yes,
Who didn't
ma'am.
understand? See the slide. If anyone cannot understand, please ask me. Understood? Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, next one. Square root by estimation method. This is, I will recommend never use this. But we have to learn estimation, okay, approximation and estimation. Suppose one will ask you to find out the square root of 15. Now you have to calculate. You have to find out the nearest square. So nearest squares will be 9 and 16. We know the square root of 9 is 3 and the square root of 16 is 4. So we'll assume that it will be in between 3 or 4. Square root of 15 will be in between 3 and 4. Okay. Now 15 is near to what? 16. So here again we are approximating. Let us take the gap 3.5 to 4. The range lies between 3.5 to 4. Again we'll check 3.5 square is 12.25. 4 square is 16. Okay. So it is more closer to 4. Likewise, one by one you have to go slowly. 3.74 or 3.78, different combinations you have to continue till you do not get the value 15. So by checking like this slowly, we found out that 3.9 square is 15.21, 3.8 square is 14.44. That means it lies between this 3.8 and 3.9. Okay. So we observe that the square root will be approximately 3.87. So it is purely approximation and very, very time consuming. Not recommended absolutely. Clear? Just a method, try to know. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Finally, we'll come to our method, the normal method which we all know of finding out square root, the long division method. Now, this is a number 180. How will you find out the square root by the long division method? We are saying place a bar over every pair of digits of the number starting from the units place. From the right side, every two numbers you do to try to put a bar. Suppose I'll ask you to find out the value of square root of, wait a second, let me say, okay. Suppose I'll ask you, please find out the square root of 14641. Now, how will you place bars? From the right side, every two numbers Every pair you put a number, put a bar. Understood this much? How to put a bar? Clear or not, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, after that, now see, in 180 case, 1 is the dividend, quotient, divisor, and we have put a bar. So here, how will you divide? First number is 1. So obviously, your first quotient will be 1. It will be 0. So what are the two numbers that are coming down? 46. What will be your next procedure? This quotient will come here. You will add it up. So here the number becomes 2. Okay. Here the number becomes 2. Clear? Clear or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So let me do it. 1, 1, 1 is 0. Next. Here we are adding one more 1. This is 2. And here we have 46. Now, how would you calculate? There will be this number and something you have to place it here which has to be less than 46. Okay, it has to be less than 46. Suppose if I'll put 3 here, 23 into 3, that will be more. Whatever value I am putting it here, that has to be same here. So the only value that is going is 22 into 2. 44. Remainder is 2. Again, 2 digits coming at once. Here again we'll add 2. So the value will be 24. Right? Clear? Clear or not?
Yes, ma'am.
So whatever number we are going to place it here, the number has to be same. So now see, here it is 241. Here it is 24. So if I put here 1, 241 into 1, obviously the value will be 241. My remainder will be 0. Okay. So what will be the final answer? This is your final answer. The quotient is your answer. 121 is the square root of 14641. Clear or not? The entire square root formula by the long division method. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Next is cube root. Cube root is very easy. Suppose I'll give you a number 15625. I'll say find out the factors first. Find, now see, here it is 5. So automatically it will come into your mind that the last number is 5. So this is going to be divided by 5. But please check. Before 5, there are 1, 2, 3 prime numbers are also there. Can it be divisible by the smallest prime numbers less than 5? You have to check. 5 plus 2, 10. 10 plus 6, 16. 16 plus 16. 6 plus 6 is 12. 12 plus 2, 14. Am I doing any mistake? 1 plus 5, 6. 6 plus 6 is 12. Plus 2 is 14. Plus 5 is 19. Okay, so you have to calculate like this. So it cannot be divided by any number. So 5. Try to find out the factors of 15625. All of you. Try to find out the factors. And tell me the factors. Yes. 15625. If you divide, the number will come to 3125. Similarly, if I further divide again by 5, then it will be coming to around 625. 625. Again, I can further divide by 5. Right, 5. So if I divide it by 5, the number will come to 125. Now see, Okay. Again, you can go for 5. If you divide the number by 5, then it is going to be 25. Clear? Now, again, we can divide it by 5. The number is going to be 5. And one more 5. The remainder will be 1. Clear? So, what are the factors? Factors are 5, 5, 5, like 6 times 5. Now, for the cube root, you have to select 1 5 from each 3 pair. From each 3 numbers, you have to select 1 5. So 2 times 5 is coming. Just cross multiply. So the answer will be 25. 25 cube will be your 15625. That is the answer of cube root. Clear how to find out? Just see the slide and ask me. Yes or no? Are you all there?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Clear till this much? Cube
Yes,
root?
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, some problems we'll try to do now. Problems with numbers, some example we'll try to solve. Is it boring? I don't think so. This is interesting. This should be interesting. Are you people finding it bored?
No,
Okay.
No,
ma'am.
ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Try to find this answer. If 1/3 of 1/4 of a number is 15, then 3/10 of that number will be what? How to solve this type of question? Always take the number to be x. Let the number be x. 1/3 of means multiplication of 1/4 of a number equals to 15. Then 3/10 of that number will be what? So first we have to find out x value. X will be what? When you are changing the there's a equal to sign, when you are changing sides, then divided will become multiplication. Okay, so 15 into 3 into 4. The value will come to 180. So number is 180. Now what is the question they are asking? What is 3/10 of that number? Like 3/10 into 180. So your answer will be 3 into 18. That is equal to 54. Okay. Clear about how to solve this type of question?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Next question. All of you solve and give me the answer. 3 times the first of 3 consecutive odd integers. Okay. Suppose the number is x. Suppose you are assuming it to be 1. Then what will be the next odd number? X plus 2. Next odd number will be x plus 4. Why 2 and 4? Suppose there is a number 1. If you add 2, only then it will become a odd number. But here, if you add 1, then it will become a even number, right? So 3 consecutive odd numbers is 3 more than twice the third. Find out the third integer. Find out the answer. I have given you 3 numbers. Done. Give me the answer. I'm still waiting for the answer.
15.
Okay. So what? Okay, someone has given me in chat mode. Very good, Priyabrat. Priyabrat, no, answer is wrong. Yashowant, any doubt? You have raised your hand. Okay. Now, three consecutive numbers are this. Now, how will we find out the equation? 3 times. Three times the first of three consecutive odd numbers is 3 more than twice the third. So let me frame the equation like this. Three times. Okay. Okay. Before proceeding, how did you find 15? I'll say, but how did you find 15? Give me the answer. Suppose there are three consecutive odd numbers. So how you found 15? Please share how you did the shortcut trick or whatever. Anyone?
Ma'am, 3x equal to 2 into whole into x plus 4 plus 3. That,
Okay, why you did that? That only I was doing, but why you did it? I want to know the reason.
Ma'am, in the question that is given that the 3 times of the first integer is 3 more than twice of the third, means twice of the third plus 3.
Okay. So this is third number, this is second number, this is first number. So clearly in the sentence it is written 3 times the first. Okay, of the first 3 consecutive odd integers is 3 more than twice the third. Okay, twice the third means 2 times the third number will be written and 3 more than. So it is clearly written in the equation. That is why 3x is equal to 2x plus, like 2 whole into x plus 4 plus 3. So try to solve. I assume that you people are unable to do this problem because many of you are not, no one is answering apart from 2 people. Plus 8 plus 3. So if you carry this side, 3x minus 2x, that will be x. X is equal to 11. So what will be the third value? X plus 4 is equal to 15. Priyabrat, you found out till the x value. You didn't write what is the third number. Okay, clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Next question. The difference between a 2-digit number and the number obtained by interchanging the positions of its digits is 34. What is the difference between the 2 digits of that number? Try to give the value quickly, all of you.
Ma'am, it is 4.
4.
Yes.
Very simple. Let us take the tens digit be x and the units digit be y. So first case it will be 10x plus y. And in the second case, it will be 10y plus x. So they are saying the difference between a 2-digit number and the number obtained by interchanging its digits is 36. So you need to just solve it. 10x plus y minus 10y minus x. The value will come to 9 whole into x minus y. Because you will get 9x minus 9y. I took common 9, x minus y is equal to 36. So it is simply asking what is the difference. X minus y is equal to 36 by 9 is equal to 4. That will be the difference. Clear all of you? Clear or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. There are 2 more questions which you later can check. Product of 2 numbers is 120. Sum of the squares is 289. The sum of the number is what? I have given the explanation also. You can check it. Okay. How we are finding it out. Next is find a positive number which when increased by 17 is equal to 60 times the reciprocal of that number. So you have to take, let the number be x, and if the number is increased by 17, it is equal to 60 times the reciprocal of that number. So we just need to solve the equation. So we'll get the value. Clear with problem with numbers? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, just take 1 minute break. We'll start with surds and indices, then go and have a 1 minute break, all of you, because someone is requesting me. Go and take a break and then come back. Just 1 minute, we'll start. Okay. So surds and integers, indices, very, very important. Try to know, understand what is a surd and what is an indices. Surd, they are saying the numbers which can be expressed in the form of root over p plus root over q, where p and q are natural numbers and they are not perfect squares. Like your 3, 2, but 4 won't come. Okay. No, 4 will also come because 4 is not a perfect square. Oh, wait. 1, not 1, 2, 3, 4 won't come because 4 is a perfect square. 5 will come. So they are natural numbers, but they are not perfect squares. Only those will come under surds. So irrational numbers which contain the radical sign root over are called as surds. Therefore, the numbers can be in the form of root over 3, 3 root over 2, n root over x. This will be the normal format of surds. Indices, the base x raised to the power p is equal to the multiplication of x. Like p, suppose someone will ask you x is equal to 2 to the power 8. This is a format of indices. X is the base and p is the indices. The base x is raised to the power of p. X is raised to the power of p. Okay, so it is a base and this is the indices. Now there are certain rules and properties which you normally should follow. Multiplication rule. Suppose the base is same and p to the power n into p to the power m. So what you should follow? What should be the value? P equals to m plus n. Suppose someone will give you a to the power 1 into a to the power 5. So what will be the value? A equals to 1 plus 5. The value will be 6. Understood or not? The value will be 6. Try to understand. Same, or else you can, if there are two different bases like a to the power 1 into b to the power 2. So what will be the value? A into b. Suppose a will be, there's a value 2 to the power 1 into 3 to the power 2. So what will be the value here? 2 into 3 n. This will be common. 2 into 3 to the power 1 or 2, whatever will be there. So 6 to the power 1, that will be 6. Clear? Try to see the base and try to see the indices. Suppose there is a common base with different indices, you have to add. There are different bases with common indices, then you have to multiply the bases and the common indices, you have to go for square. Clear about the multiplication rule? I am giving you the formula tricks here. Clear or not about this too?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Next, p to the power n divided by p to the power n. What will be your value? X m minus n or p m minus n, whatever. Similarly, p to the power n divided by q to the power n, different bases. So p by q, whatever will be the value, then the common indices value you have to put it here. Power rule. Suppose you have a value 2 to the power 1 in, suppose this is written like this, 2 to the power 1 to the power 3. So what will be the value here? The value will be 2 to the power, you first multiply this 3 and then you have to find out the square root. Or simple you can write, see here. Same thing, this is multiplication. Okay. Same thing it's written here. Clear? Even if there is no bracket also, same thing will be written here. Clear or not? There's no difference in this too. Please try to understand. No difference. Suppose there is a question like this. M root over p, m square root p to the power n. Then what will be your value? P n by m. This way you have to solve. Suppose there is a value 4 square root 4 square. So how you are going to write it? Or 8 square. How you are going to write it? 8 2 by 4. Or let us do it this way, 2 2. So what will be your value? 8 4 divided by 2. So this will be 2. So the final value will be 64. 8 square is equal to 64. Getting it or not? How you are going to calculate the values? All of you?
Yes, ma'am.
These are just simple formulas I'm giving you right now. Okay. Similarly, the last two also you can check. n square root p is equal to p 1 by n. Same format. Okay. Suppose there is a negative value p to the power 1 by minus n. Then you will write 1 divided by p to the power n. You have to check what value is given, and accordingly you have to put the final value. Next, multiplication rules. Multiplication rule with same base. I have given you the example. Multiplication rule with same indices. I have already given you the example. Okay. Suppose base are same. 2 to the power 3 into 2 to the power 4. How you will write? 2, 3 plus 5, 2 to the power 8. The value is 256. But you have different bases and indices are same. In that case, how will you do? P into y, that is 3 into 2, 6 to the power square, that is equal to 36. We have already discussed this. Division rule with same base also we have discussed. Power rule with example also we have discussed. Any doubt in any of these? Every question I have given an example. Just see the slide and ask me which particular property you have doubt in surds and integers. Please ask. This is the main important rule. You have to remember multiplication rule, division rule, and power rule, which is see very common. If same base, then add the indices. If different bases, then multiply the bases. Okay, clear about it? So question will come like this. Suppose 2 to the power 3 into square. So you have to apply power rule. Suppose question will come 2 cube to the power square. What will be the value? You have to apply a particular rule. Question will come 27 1 by 3. So how you will design it? How you will write it? You have to accordingly put it. You will put the format. You will check the format and find out the answer. Clear about surds and indices?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
I know it's we are going very fast, but again, you know the circumstances, right? We have to complete it. Okay. Now the most interesting part, let us move from the boring portion. So if you check the syllabus, unit 1, okay, if you all check the syllabus, unit 1, whole number, integer, rational number, irrational number, fraction, square root, cube root, surds and indices, problems with numbers, divisibility. Any doubt in all this? Anyone? Any doubt? We discussed all of it. Any doubt? Please let me know. Will I assume that there's no doubt, or you, and later on after this class, you people can cross check also. Okay. So let us go to unit number 2. I will try to complete angles and triangles today. Angle. What is an angle? If this type of drawing, this type of drawing, this or this or this, these are all angles. They are saying when two lines intersect at a point. Two lines intersect at a point. It is called as angle. Clear? Clear? Suppose OA and OB. Two rays are called the sides of the angle. These are called the sides of the angle. Clear? This is known as vertex, common end point. This is known as vertex of the angle. Angle is always measured in degrees. A full rotation of the angle is always equal to 360 degrees. We normally use a protractor to check the size of the angle. We can go by clockwise, we can by anti-clockwise, and we can go by clockwise also. We can check two sets of numbers on a protractor. If you check a protractor, then there are two sets. One clockwise side, another anti-clockwise side. Okay. Now, what are the types of angles? Acute angle. First is acute angle. Now, what is an acute angle? Is this an acute angle? Is this an acute angle?
No, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Yes. If the value is between this 0 and 90, not equal to, more than 0, less than 90, then it is a case of acute angle. I've given an example, A, B, C. The sides are also there, A, B, and C. Okay. So, if it is in this format, A square, always remember in acute angle, suppose I'll draw like this. Shit. This is a case of acute angle. Always there will be a side. Which side? Which will be more. The side will be more. So let us assume A, B, and C. If A square plus B square is less than C square, then the triangle is an acute triangle. This is a way how to check whether it is an acute triangle or not. Suppose I'll give 2, 3, and 5. 2 square, 4, 3 square, 9. 4 plus 9 is 13. 5 square is 25. So obviously it is less. If it is in this format, A square plus B square is less than C square or is greater than C square, sorry. 1 second. Then the values will be like this. The values will have to be changed. Just a minute. 4, 3, 2 or 4, 3, 16, 9, 2. Let's say. So the rule is A square plus B square should be more than C square. If this rule satisfies, then this triangle can be called as an acute triangle. We have to check the property. The sides will be mentioned. Okay, if it satisfies this property, then it is a case of acute triangle. Clear about acute angle and triangle? Clear about it? Next, right angle triangle is equal to 90 degrees. Normally L shape. What is an obtuse triangle? If it is more than 90 degree, less than 180 degree. If it falls in between this, then it is a case of obtuse triangle. The property is A square plus B square should be less than C square. If this property satisfies, then it is a case of obtuse triangle. Clear or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Straight angle like this, one straight line. Okay, that is a case of straight angle. See the diagram here, 180 degree. Reflex angle, if the value is greater than 180, less than 360, then it is a case of reflex angle. Complete angle, where it is equal to entire 360 degree. This is a case of complete angle. Types of angles clear. Acute angle, if it is more than 0, less than 90. Right angle equal to 90. Obtuse angle more than 90, less than 180. Straight angle equal to 180. Reflex angle more than 180, less than 360. Complete angle equal to 360. Clear about angles?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, what is a triangle? Triangle is a closed shape with 3 angles, 3 sides, 3 vertices. 3 sides you can see I have picked, marked in blue color. 3 vertices also I have mentioned. And 3 angles also I have clearly shown. 3 angles are angle PQR, angle QRP, and angle RPQ. PQR, this point, QRP, this point, and RPQ, that means this point. 3 sides are PQ, QR, and RP. 3 vertices are PQR. Now, classification of triangle, we can classify the triangle on 2 categories. on the basis of angles, on the basis of sides. By side, we can classify as equilateral triangle. Equilateral triangle has 3 equal sides. The sides are equal. Isosceles triangle, the sides, 2 sides are equal. Scalene triangle, no equal side. By angle, if the 3 angles are less than 90 degree or the 3 are less than 90 degree angles, then it is a case of acute triangle. If one has a 90 degree angle, then it is a case of right triangle. And if one of the angle is more than 90 degree, it is a case of obtuse triangle. Okay? Clear? Clear about this?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Perimeter of a triangle, sides are given. So perimeter will be A plus B plus C. Semi-perimeter will be A plus B plus C divided by 2. Half the perimeter of the triangle is known as semi-perimeter of the triangle. Formula is given A plus B plus C divided by 2. Area of a triangle, how you are going to find out the area? Try to know which is a height, which is a base. Okay, depending upon the height and the base, we have to find out the area. Area of a triangle is equal to half into base into height. Base is this, height is this. Okay, or half into B into H square root. Clear about this? About area formula?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, what is an equilateral triangle? I have just now said 3 sides are equal and all angles are also equal. Then it is a case of equilateral triangle. It is also considered as a regular polygon. What is the area of an equilateral triangle? The formula is root over 3a square divided by 4. Here a equals to side of an equilateral triangle. A square, okay, divided by 4. Perimeter of an equilateral triangle, because all the sides are equal, right? In equilateral triangle, all the sides are equal. So A. Simple, we can write 3A. That will be the perimeter of an equilateral triangle. The sum of all the angles of an equilateral triangle is equal to 180 degree. Okay? Semi-perimeter of an equilateral triangle, 3A divided by 2. Height of an equilateral triangle is root over 3A divided by 2. Clear about equilateral triangle? They'll give you an equilateral triangle example and they will mark the angles. You have to find out which type of angle it is, which type of triangle it is, and you have to find out either area or perimeter or semi-perimeter or height of an equilateral triangle. Clear about it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, isosceles triangle, we know 2 sides are equal. Third one is different. So we should know the formula, how to calculate area if base and height is given. In case of isosceles triangle, the formula is A equals to half into B into H. If all 3 sides are given, but base and height are not given, only sides are given, then you have to apply this formula. Try to understand. This is a right angle triangle. Either they can give you the base and the height, or they can give you just the sides, or they can give you the angles. Whatever it is, we have to find out the area. Length of 2 sides and an angle between them. Suppose they have given the length of 2 sides and an angle. Then how you are going to find out the area? A equals to half into B into A into sine, whatever is the angle value. Suppose 60 degree, then you have to find out sine 60 degree value. 2 angles and length between them. Okay. A square is equal to sine beta by 2. Beta is equal to measure of the angle opposite to the base. Suppose this is the base. What will be the opposite? That value you have to put here into sine whatever angle value are given. This I don't think so they'll put, because sine and trigonometry is not there in your syllabus. So these two won't be coming. Isosceles right triangle, A equals to half into A square. A is equal to side. This A value is equal to side. So depending upon whatever value they have given, you have to apply the formula. Either they would have given either base and height or all the three sides, or simple A square, like AA they have given. Equal, the sides are equal, like this side A, this side A, and nothing is given. How will you find out the area? So you have to put accordingly the formula and then calculate. B equals to base, A equal to measure of equal sides of the isosceles triangle, at the rate angle is equal to measure of equal angles of the isosceles triangle, beta is equal to measure of the angle opposite to the base. So depending upon what value they have given, you have to put. How to find out perimeter? Because two sides are same, so that is why the formula is P equals to 2A plus B. Okay, perimeter formula of isosceles triangle. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Scalene triangle, nothing is equal, unequal sides. Okay. Even the angles also are different. So what will be the perimeter? You have to add the total of three sides. A plus B plus C, you have to add. So perimeter is equal to this, and area will be half into base into height. If base and height is not given, then you have to find out with the help of Heron's formula. What is Heron? A equals to S root over S, S minus A multiplied by S minus B multiplied by S minus C. S is the semi-perimeter of the triangle. How will you find out semi-perimeter? Sides are given to you. Base and height is not given, but sides are given to you. Okay. A, B, C. So how will you find out? You will add all the three sides divided by 2. You will get the semi-perimeter. So S value you got, S minus A, S minus B, S minus C, multiply, find out the square root. In case of scalene triangle, if base and height is not given. Clear? Okay. Acute triangle, we have already discussed. All angles are less than 90 degree and it should be equal. So types of acute triangle are equilateral acute triangle. All the three angles are equal, that is 60 degree. They should measure 60 degree. It is a case of equilateral acute triangle. Isosceles acute triangle, two sides and two angle will be same. That is case of isosceles acute triangle. Scalene triangle, all angles, all sides are unequal. Then it is a case of scalene acute triangle. How will you find out the area? Using the formula, Heron formula. Just now I said sides will be given to you. Total the sides A plus B plus C divided by 2, you will get S, and you accordingly find out the square root value, area of a acute triangle. What will be the perimeter? Because A, B, C, so obviously perimeter will be A plus B plus C. Right. Apart from isosceles triangle, maximum cases you can use this formula also, Heron's formula. Absolutely no problem. How will you find out the perimeter of a right angle triangle? Simple. A plus B plus C will be equal to the perimeter of a right angle triangle. Now, suppose height is given. Height is asked to you. Okay. And you have to find out this hypotenuse. So we have Pythagoras theorem here. Suppose 2 and 4, 3. Okay. Suppose you have 3, 1 second. 9 plus 4. And you are asked to find out this value. How will you find out? How will you find out? The formula is 4 square plus 3 square root over Pythagoras theorem. 16 plus 9 is equal to 25. So this value will be square root of 25, that is equal to 5. Clear? So if one side is not given, we can find out with the help of this Pythagoras theorem. Clear? And area of right angle triangle you can find by like this. 1/2 into base into height. Normally in case of right angle triangles, area is half into base into height. Clear? If you do not know, then you can also use Heron's formula. Clear till this much?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Next, obtuse triangle, I had said one angle should measure greater than 90 degree. What will be the perimeter? Perimeter is same, a plus b plus c. And area is also same, half base into height. That is the area of an obtuse triangle. So thank you very much. Any doubt in today's class? Any doubt?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So tomorrow after the exam, we will again continue with the unit 3, logical reasoning part. Coding, decoding, analogy, and we'll be covering your charts. Okay. Clear? So I am actually keeping your percentage time and work at the last because I have already shared the links with you. I will really expect if you people go through it, because there I have only taught, so you can go through it. If time permits, I'll teach, but all the long methods I have given, the stepwise methods I have discussed there. TR Dhanya, are you there? Can you please unmute?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so 1 second, let me stop the slide stream. Just a moment. So see your this percentage, the links I have shared there, you will find out the long procedures. Okay, in case they'll give you the long calculation way, then you can